Quickbitz workshop with Sticks. He's in at the dyno room at the moment, just tuning a mental Holden HQ, so you'll see that soon. But he's moved the Supra out, and I thought it's a good chance to take a look at it. So this is Sticks' personal car. It's a V8 twin-turbo Toyota Supra. So check it out, look at the thickness of these runners. They're almost about 2 inches each. The dry sump. Huge wastegates. Down in the wheel wells you can see the turbo housing there and the exhaust straight out the front of the car. So this is the view you normally don't get. Is how all of this is run in these drag cars. You see them all the time. There's the wastegate right there, comes straight out here. Just a beautifully built machine. We found the G-spot, guys. There it is right there. We found the G-spot. If anybody asks, that's where it is. So in the back, all full carbon fibre tubs, roll cage, double chutes here. Who doesn't love meth? Love a bit of meth. And here's the turbos right here. There's one of those on each side. Absolute monsters. G'day Sticks, what do you got here today?
How you going, Tristan? Yeah, got old Holden. They're shutting shop now, so this will be worth a pretty penny. They've got a bit of a different approach with this one. Put a 5.3 LS in it. So normally everyone else does a 6 litres, 6.2s and so what. Yeah, it's been a really good thing. It's made about 700 odd kilowatts. The boys have done a manifold change, so it's come in, and I'm not sure if you heard on the video earlier, fix up some throttle transient pops that we're having, and you get that with a different manifold. Obviously this one's a lot bigger in volume, small cube motor, large camshaft, airspeed's just gone downhill, so just playing with that, tickling that, making sure it's all beautiful to drive on the street. And yeah, it's a great build, man. Canaris engine's done the engine on it. We're taking care of the tuning. It's Aiden's car. He's done a great job building it. Him and a bunch of mates have all put it together, and it's been a good thing. Running an Elite 2500, GDX 50, yeah, water to intercooler, and you can tell it's got the bench seat, so there's not much safety here, but it's a genuine proper cruiser, something that the old man would drive, you know?
So what does the owner use the car for?
Pretty much that, just cruise and go get some McDonald's on the weekend with the kids, and yeah, it doesn't, just a big cruiser, man. He's not into racing or anything like that. He just wants to enjoy the car, unlike half the guys that come here.
Yeah, well, you don't see many of these getting around, especially with the original paint, and he's got the widened stock rear wheels over the back here with some Mickey Thompsons on there to keep the power down, and yeah, beautiful car.
It's definitely retro, put it that way. I actually like the roof, how he's painted it white.
Yeah, I love that. That looks really good. Even all under the bonnet, under the boots, all done.
Beautiful car. So we'll sort it out and go do some skids.
What else you got going on here at the moment?
Oh, we've got a Rexy around the corner here. I'm going to put an Elite 2000 in.
Yeah.
Just a basic sort of deal. What do we got here? Yeah, we've got it.
Still got
the... So that Evo is almost ready to tune. The boys have done a killer wiring job on it. Just have to mount the ECUs. So all the Mtron's all been wired up. We're just going to make a plate to mount that. This has got a sequential gearbox.
Wow.
GDX 35 on it.
Perfect.
Yeah. All the bells and whistles.
I really love these.
They're good
so
shape,
spewing I didn't buy one.
Yeah.
Just recently.
Really missed out on it?
Yeah, I didn't want to spend the money. It was only the 1.8, but yeah,
well,
it's all built.
They're just going up in value flat out. The only issue we got here, a lot of them are rebirths as well, so it's
Yeah,
you're
like
spending money and the car's half been chopped up, or you don't know what is it an Evo?
probably been underwater or
Yeah.
through an earthquake or two in Japan.
Yeah, and then we got the big block all together.
I saw that. I did a bit of a walk around while you were on the
Yeah.
dyno before.
So we're racing in 2 weeks,
No way.
and we've just we thought we'd pull the front struts out and have a look, because we had a few big wheel stands.
Yep.
And noticed one of the springs looked a little bit collapsed, so we pulled it out and we just noticed our struts are actually finished, shafts are no good, the compressive forces are just shot. So got to get some new shockies and hopefully we can get some from America within a week. If not, we're putting this junk back in, we'll go send it, who cares.
That's the spirit. I found the G-spot
Did ya?
on the car, yeah. Underneath there. If anyone's been looking.
Yes.
Got the G-spot.
Yeah, they work
But,
well, mate. They're the old travel sensors.
Yep.
And then this is sort of next. After the Evo, we got this. Not sure if I showed it to you last time.
Yeah, we looked at that one last time, so it's just waiting its turn.
Just waiting its turn, mate. And that's it.
Whereabouts are you racing at?
It's in Sydney. Your home turf, mate.
My old hometown.
So it's a $5,000 race, I think it is, grudge money.
Yeah.
And we're putting on the 275s this time. They're not the rims, but we just put them on for fit. Normally we run with the 315.
Yep.
So the class record's 419. So we're gonna try and beat it or get close to it.
Over the 8th.
Yeah, over the 8th.
419. Wow, what sort of mile per hour can you crack in?
It'd be mid 180s, I'd say.
Damn.
Yeah. So, and again, for the haters, yes, you can do it with a 2J, but you'd be pulling it out after every meeting. We've had a 2J.
So
We've
what is
gone
this
past the
V8?
2J. So it's actually a similar to as they used to call a KB Olds, which is a Chevy top end with sort of Hemi bottom end. So it's got the bigger bearings, bigger pan rails, you get the sump on and off and service the mains and big ends easy at the track. Yeah, it's a solid motor, no water.
I have to admit, I'm not up on the V8 stuff,
I'm not
so
either. I had to learn quick.
yeah, far out.
But yeah, it's a good deal. I'd say around 3,500 horsepower. So
What?
methanol, yeah,
3,500.
yeah, it's good enough.
Have to take it to Summonats and bust the dyno over there.
We were thinking about it at one stage, but nah.
Oh, please do. That'd be awesome.
One day. But this is actually a one of the guys messaged me from the Supra registry. There's not many of these. It's this particular colour. It's a genuine turbo car, anthracite.
With the Targa top.
93 model Targa top. So
And
there's just a handful of them.
You bought this from overseas,
Yes,
was it? Yeah.
yes. So the guy's sort of spewing he sold it back then because I only got it for 63 or 5 US.
Wow.
The dollar was parity pretty much, so I owed me, I think it was just like 80 grand delivered. Good luck buying even a standard Supra.
Exactly.
With these code like that, so
And
good buy.
what about all this carbon fibre stuff in the back? I saw that.
Yeah, so it's all been chopped out. Carbon, 4-link, carbon boot, carbon roof.
I love how you still got the factory
the trim.
rear trim in there.
We're planning on turning into a street car one day.
One day, wow.
One day. So we'll put the water block in it, put a radiator in.
It's even got the factory door skins.
Yeah, and electric windows.
No way. How many 3,500 horsepower cars, you know they got that?
It's built very nice. Everything's Lexan. It's all been formed. If you can see this, there's no cracks or stress marks that you normally get with a Lexan.
And it's even got carpet in there.
Yeah, carpet.
Mate, this is luxury.
That's also Lexan.
Yeah.
So when you do your burnout, crack the windows open, get some fresh air, boys.
Mate.
Gangster.
Even everything, factory mirrors.
Yeah. Everyone's like, pull them off, you go faster, but I'm not doing that.
Nah. Just put more power into it.
That's it.
Just send it.
You've got a V8, you don't have to do this stuff.
Nah. That's what the 2J boys have to do.
So,
wow.
yeah. Hopefully see you back in a couple more days. Have some more donkeys on the dyno.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. All right.
Yeah, see how we go.
Thanks for showing us around. I'll definitely come back and see what you got. Thanks, mate.
No worries, my man. Peace.
G'day guys, we're back at Quickbitz again, and look what we found. One of the best VL Calais you could ever find. This one has been meticulously restored. It's got fully chromed engine bay, plenum, huge turbo, precision, 4-inch downpipe. It's got breathers absolutely everywhere, fully shaved bay. Even under the hood's been done. Huge Simmons FR, looks like 20s I'm gonna guess. Can't read the writing, the tyres are so skinny. Wheelwood brakes front and rear. So huge, didn't miss out on the rear brakes. Full Haltech dash setup. Cream trim, looks and smells brand new. You've got the period correct center console, but new gauges, Pioneer head unit, B&M Pro ratchet, everything looks like it's meant to be there. Full sound system, velour headlining. Done such a good job on this car. Around to the back, full fuel cell, all built, 3 fuel pumps there. Just immaculate. Distributor delete. Huge turbski. Has to be one of the cleanest VLs you could ever see, this one. Just amazing. It's a shame we missed out on the dyno tune, but there's always next week. Unfortunately, I got here a little bit late today, but I still managed to give you guys a little bit of a feature on the car, although no interview today, we're all packed up. This is the kind of quality that you get when you come to Stix's workshop down at Quickbitz in Dandenong. Just amazing. Some of the best cars in the country come out of here, that's for sure.